Welcome to the Nutty Real Estate Professor. My name is Rick Suarez, and I created this site to empower students in their journey towards obtaining their real estate license. Whether it's the sales license or the broker's license, my comprehensive tutoring will help you excel in your studies. Don't forget to show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to this site. Together, we will make your real estate dreams a reality. Let's get started. All right, so today's lesson is going to be about income approach. If you're going to be working with investors, you must know the income approach. There's no way around that. It is a necessary evil to learn, right? Also, what's important about the income approach is what? The IRV formula. I'm going to show it to you a little different so you would understand it a lot better. But let's read the problem that we're looking at hand here. It says, what is an estimated net operating income? So right here, I don't need the IRV formula, right? Doesn't apply. It may apply on another one we're going to do. Each unit is a 10-unit apartment complex is rented for $2,100 per month. Vacancies and collections is 5%. Fixed expenses is $22,300. Variable expenses is $3,500. Reserves for replacement is $97.50, and annual debt service. Now, this is obviously a trick because there is no annual debt service all the way to the NOI. So this one is the first thing we're going to take out. So what do we need to do? We need to get 2,100. We're going to multiply that times 10. So 2,100 times 10, that's going to give us $21,000, but this is yearly, so I must multiply times 12. So the PGI, or the potential gross income, is $252,000. Now I need to look at vacancies and collection, and they're telling me it's 5%, so multiply times 5. And that's going to be minus 12,600. Now, why is it that we need to have vacancies and collections? Or why is it that we need to take it out? Because we don't live in a fairy tale world. We live in the real world. And in the real world, you're going to have problems. You're going to have evictions. You're going to have issues. You're going to have tenants that are not going to pay. So you need to buffer yourself for that to make it more realistic. Now, there's no other income here, which is really what comes here next. Other income is what comes. There's nothing. So what's left here is just to subtract. So we got 252 minus 12,600. And this gives me 239,400, right? And this is the effective gross income. Now we need to figure out the operating expense. And the operating expense it's based on the fixed expenses, the variable expenses, and the reserve for replacement, right? So we need to add the 22,300, 30,500, and 97.50. And we have a total of 62,550. We're going to subtract 239,400 minus 62,550, and you're going to end up with 176,850, and that is your NOI, and that's exactly what they were looking for. This is the answer, and it ends right there. You notice that the annual debt service, which I took at the very beginning, it's not part of this right here. Debt service comes here, and that will be for another math problem that you will see down the future. Let me show it to you clean so you can see it better. There it is. Here's your PGI, 10 units times 2,100 equals 21,000 times 12 per year. That is 252. 5% of 252 is 12,600. When you subtract, you end up with 239,400. Then you're going to take the expenses minus the debt service is not part of the operating expense, so you need to know that. So it's 62,550, and I believe that's the same answer I got, 76,850. I'm not even sure. Yep, that was my answer. 76,850 is the NOI. That's what we were asked for, and that's it. You must remember the stack. There's no way around that. It's you just have to do it. Now there is a way to remember. PGI minus vacancies and collections equals EGI minus operating expense equals NOI. And this would be, please visit every other night. And you just take the first letter, and hopefully that helps you remember the stack. Let's take a look at another one. All right, so this one is going to have a capitalization rate of 12%. So this is going to have the IRF formula. Now let's go through the whole thing. The estimated value of a warehouse can be calculated by considering the following information. The potential annual income for the warehouse is 250. So they already told us the PGI. So let's go ahead and plug that one in. And then let's put a line through it so we don't get confused again. With a vacancy allowance of 4%. So we got to take 4% and figure out what that is. And that's $10,000. So we have $10,000 here. That is our vacancy and collection. When you subtract, you finish with $240,000. This is your EGI, right? 4%. The annual property taxes is $11,000. Maintenance is $9,200. Reserves is $8,000. The annual debt service, here it is again, $35,000. We don't use that, right? And depreciation is $3,900. You don't use that here either. It comes later. That comes after NOI. Given a capitalization rate of 12%, what is the estimated value of the warehouse? So now we have operating expense. So we're going to add the $11,000, the $9,200, and the $8,000. So we're going to subtract $28,200. We have 240, 28,200, and it is 211,800. This is our NOI. Now, they are asking for what is the value. So here you have NOI, and I love to do a triangle, right? What did NOI equal? 211,800. This is your rate. Your rate is 12%. You need to divide. That's all. 211 divide by 12%. And you're going to figure out the value over here. And it's 1,765,000. And that's your answer. There's your value. And then you put a divide and you put a multiplication. I'll show you the IRF in a little bit so you could see it much cleaner. Let me show you the whole thing clean so you could understand it better. There it is. Here's your PGI that was given. Your vacancies and collections is 4%. Effective gross income, this is just subtract. This is equals. Operating expense is 28,200, which eats 11,000, 92, and 8,000. Again, the debt service is not part of the operating expense, and neither is what? The depreciation, right? So now you have an NOI of 211,800. 211,800 divided by 12, and there's your value. I like, if you use the IRF formula, the IRF formula is like this. Do it like this. Put an I, do a triangle, put an R, put a V. And this is the NOI. This is the rate of return or the capitalization rate, and this is the value. Put a division here, and here. And here you put a multiplication. So if you know the NOI, which we did, and we knew the rate, which we did, what do you have to do? You divide to get the value. If you know the NOI and you know the value, you divide to get the rate. If you know the rate and you know the value, you multiply and you figure out the NOI. Probably the easiest way to look at this. That's the way I like to see it. Everybody has their own taste. It's up to you. If you understand it this way better, great. If you understand it how you were taught in school, then that's fantastic too. All right. Thank you for watching my videos. To access additional information and resources, kindly click the link provided below in the description. I offer study guides to help you pass the state test. In addition, I wrote a book and I created a course that shows you the very basics of this business and how to get started. Both being offered at half price with a coupon code for a limited time. Good luck and may you achieve great things in your real estate career. Until next time, thank you very much.